Welcome back everyone to Welstopia. And before we head downstairs to the storage facility, I want to do something with the center here because this is the center of our main room and it's not particularly impressive at the moment. So I'm thinking to put here a beacon. I finally managed to scrap up enough diamonds to purchase one, which means I really don't have any diamonds now, but we should be able to build a small beacon pyramid here. I don't have enough iron for a full beacon, but that's the long-term goal. So I'll just put a small beacon here for now, and then later on I'll be building it up for the real long-term beacon as time goes along. Now the second thing I wish to do here is to get rid of this fire. It has, yes, using fire to represent fire is nice and thematic. I will have to agree with that, but I've been using glowstone in my nether tunnel to represent fire, even though it's not burning and it's not red, but it's because it comes from the nether. And I think I will do the same thing here because it's a lot safer, and I have enough times found myself in the fire. And when I was moving that villager, that's one of the things that was scaring me constantly, is that the villager would fall in and get himself killed and all that stuff. So granite with a glowstone in the middle, I think. Yeah, it almost looks like it's something boiling inside there, so I think it will do. That said, now for the beacon. Because in the long run, these four are going to be covered up. Because we are going to have the beacon there. So in fact, I think I'm going to actually remove these. And what has to get removed is actually going all the way out to the andesite here. Actually, we'll just replace it all with andesite. So all will have the same. Okay, make sure I have the. I know I just put it there, now I'm removing it. So I'll put the andesite, polished andesite, into the positions for all of them. And then we'll be able to build my little bit of a pyramid. Definitely not the most impressive pyramid in Minecraft history. Now we've got a beacon there, and I just have to put something in there and it'll work, right? Well, not quite. And even though I could chuck something in there, probably a piece of iron, and what would I want? Speed or haste? That's an interesting idea. Going back and forth all over the place be a good thing for speed. Haste, I'm doing a lot of mining around here. I don't know if I'm going to be within range of being able to take advantage of that. I'll double check the ranges, then I'll decide whether I want speed or haste on the matter, since being only a 2-level, well, actually only a 2-level beacon. Being only a 2-level beacon, I can only have a certain amount of range, but the problem is, of course, I need access to the sky. Because I am sure many of you are already screaming in your monitors about that, so I better take care of that. Now, of course, if I have access to the sky, there is the matter of mobs dropping in. You know, slight, minor little problem. And apparently there's another room up there. Ooh, fun! Actually, this leads to a cave. Ooh, Well then. Oh, so close. Well then I guess I'll just have to dig through that and decide that way. But for now, I'm going to plug that in so that nothing spawns on top of me, and I'll solve that in the morning. I also noticed that this is a major hole in my security because this looked like a nice enclosed area here, and I was wondering how mobs were getting into my base and dropping in on occasion, and I think I just found out why. Because, yeah, they're spawning at night and dropping in here and dropping down here right into my base. Ah, it's a good thing I tried this. But now I've got to... I wouldn't have to bring a shovel with me, would I? Of course not. That would make things too easy. Most of it seems to be granite anyway. Let's place the last block right there. Then dig back down since I know what's there, so it won't be super dangerous to dig down. Oh! Oh, that sounded really nasty happen, but oh, I just got to the sky. Okay, I was never inside the beam of a beacon before. Oh boy. All right, so I have beacon, and that does answer that yes, a glass does work. So now I just need to select my buff. And the choice is between haste and speed. Yes, I could do resistance, but I suspect I'm not going to be doing much fighting within the range of the beacon. And as for jump boost, oh yeah, I have to take into account that thing also. The answer is, as I'm sure the experienced Minecrafters know, is 30 feet. And that will cover my ordeal area, but won't cover where I'm most likely to be doing mining. The upshot of that is that I don't think haste would be very useful here. Now, speed would be nice. I'll be able to zip around quickly. But it's not like I got a huge area here to run across, so is it that necessary? And by the time I get to the places where it is necessary, yeah, that means then that I'll be out of the zone. So therefore, I don't think speed is going to be the top of my list of things I want there. The third possibility, of course, is jump boost, which I don't like. And that leads protection. Yes, if I've got everything here built right, I won't have to worry about mobs. Except, of course, in the ordeal room. And I'm not really trying to kill people with the ordeal room. I'm just trying to get them to experience the pine and to experience danger. That is not necessarily what I want. If I get it to the point I do want things, there will be minimal equipment taken in, so that if you did get killed, you wouldn't lose much, but you're not going to have much to protect you. So therefore, I decided on protection, mainly to help with the ordeal there, but also if I have a security failure, and as you saw earlier today, that is most likely possible, then I will be able to deal with it more easily because I'll have some protection there. So therefore, protection is my choice for it, even though, in theory, I shouldn't have much of a problem here. Now, I'm going to clear out the ceiling a little bit so it'll be a little bit higher so I could someday make a more impressive ceiling. Then I'll meet you down in the storage room. Someday, I'll have a full beacon, and I think when it is full, the protection will bring me all the way out to here, and I can finally take care of that ravine in a more safe manner. As for our storage room, here we go. Chests all over the place. And the same thing over here. So now I have the walls all done here. I'm not too sure what I'll do with the ceiling, but I do want to do something with this floor here. And of course, inevitably it's going to be the pattern of one of the elements. And when doing something like this, what I'm going to do is to take polished andesite around the edge, similar to what we did up on the top. Now, that'll be easy in this one since it happens to be a 5 by 5 area here. So therefore, what I'm going to get is matching exactly what I have upstairs. And I could choose one of the 4 elements to work on here. Now, air is always a problem for me due to the fact that that means end rods and stuff like that, which is always the toughest of the items. So that means one of the other 3 elements. Ooh, iron. And believe me, I'm going to need a great deal of iron if I'm ever going to finish that beacon. Now, we do have an iron farm on the server, and we do have a location where we can pick up free iron. I'll just have to take advantage of that, but usually, of course, there's so many people wanting free iron that you go in there and, yeah, the place is bare. And so, it'll probably be a while before I can take enough of that in order to A, not overly disturb the server, and B, be able to actually find some there in the first place. I was wondering where I was going to find the materials since while I've moved everything into the new chests, I haven't quite had a chance to really organize it yet. But I remember I was just upstairs where, yeah, upstairs where I just undid the floors on a couple locations, and so I had some stuff in my inventory. Now let's take care of that too. Let's get rid of as much light as possible to see how much light I am getting from the floor itself. I think that lights up the floor well enough. The ceiling isn't very well lit. The question is, do I really need to light up the ceiling? And the reason is because I've got stairs. There's absolutely no place where a mob can spawn around here. So I don't think I'm going to have any issues whatsoever there. I do just want to make sure I don't have anything here that can spawn. Yeah. Oops! There it is! There's always one. But that, of course, is outside. So for now, we'll just plop a torch there. And that'll take care of that. No, I think I need a little bit of mood lighting. So therefore, I'll throw the torches for that purposes. Now for this room, we can't quite do the same thing because we've got slightly different dimensions working with us. We've got 8 instead of 5. And what's the best way to work that in? And here we have it. Now, I was thinking at first that all the mob sounds I've been hearing was from the ravine, and it might be possible, but I'm beginning to think there is a cave around here that I'm going to have to deal with. especially if I want to start sleeping. Actually, this is the most likely location for the quartermaster's headquarters. And that may be tricky because that's probably going to be my sleeping location. So I suspect I'm going to be finding a few mobs when I go in there. But I do need a sleeping location near around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating my quartermaster's room. This is where gnolls were in the original dungeon. See if I could run into some caves, because these mobs are getting really close by. See if my bed is too close to mobs, and if it is, it'll tell me it's time to go and do some caving and the like, and see if I could quieten this place up. I am too close to the mobs here, so I decided to dig the next room in the gnoll area. And I do have the question about what to do with this. You can see it's a little bit jagged here. It's a diagonal in the original module. And I want to see the best way of handling this. I'll probably wait until I have the corridor that's going down that way, meeting up with it, to decide what I'm going to do here. I am not going to have a true diagonal room, obviously. So I came into this room. So I wanted to get through the various parts of this complex. And I opened up a little thing here. And a moment ago... Oh, yeah, there it is. A creeper. Fortunately... not able to reach me. But that does tell me that I think I found one of the sources of all the mobs. Now, is this a cave? It is a cave. So I'm wondering if it was that creeper was what was doing it single-handedly, or if there was something else involved. But I'll have to go in there and find out. Preferably without getting everything blown up. Now, this looks like just one small section, of course, of all this. There's a creeper. Alright, that'll keep another creeper from popping in there. And so, that's one area taken care of. I'll have to see if there are any others. Of course, there are lots of others. I mean, you can see this ravine. And once I figure out how to get all the way across here, it's going to be fun lighting it all up. Oh well, I don't want to get too close to that creeper. There you go. But oh joy, is that going to be fun lighting up. I want to see where these mobs are, so I decided to have a quick check with the camera account to see if I could find their location. Alright, I am right smack next to the ravine here. So, yeah, so there's a spider right smack under me. No wonder I can't sleep. There's a spider next to me. About 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks at most. Yeah. There's a nest of mobs there. That I have to clean up. In case you want to know what the server mods will think about using a camera account in order to look for mobs, I suspect that based on their earlier things that they have said, that anything that makes it easier for me to find and get rid of spawnable areas is considered reasonable. So, I think I found that room. And because they want people to be able to AFK without spawns causing grief all over the place. And that's tough to do if you've got spawnable areas all over the place. And I think I found that cave, and I also found a creeper. So I know there's a spider in there based on what I hear and what I saw when I was on the other account. It's also a creeper there. Well, at least I'm getting some gunpowder out of this. Now, let's see. Get this as well as possible, at least with spiders. If it's light enough, they won't be hostile. Oh! Uh-oh! Yeah. Yeah, okay, so... Okay. Oh boy! I found a cave! A gold mine of mobs! Quite a cave system here. Alright, so... Not safe at all. Alright, good. I think it's good that I found this place. Well, it's not good that it's here. It's just good that I'm able to get rid of it finally. Yeah. I'm going to run out of arrows, aren't I? I can feel it! Now, it's getting close to night, so as soon as it is night, I want to head upstairs and see if I can sleep. So at least take care of that problem of what's close up, but I am going to have to explore the entire area to make sure that's as clean as possible, since yeah, if I'm going to use the camera count to find mobs, I should use it to light up the cave system. I got myself a few more arrows and a few more torches. So hopefully I can get a little bit further before things go south. So things seem like taking a southerly direction pretty quickly. Unfortunately, I can't see that far. I can see. There it is. Boy, this is going to take a while. Quite a while. Actually, what I think the mods are really going to say is, and when are you going to take care of that ravine? But that's another matter. Oh, looky there. That'll be a fun place to visit. Right, I'll take care of that later, because I'm being shot at. It was starting to get quiet in here, except for a couple of spiders. And I was wondering, alright, why spiders? And what I just saw up ahead is right. And then, what, right within? Aha! The protection turned on right at that spot. Okay. But in addition to that, I think I also saw a spider spawner, which would be actually a pretty nice find. And I think it's only a normal spider. And the spider spawner's right in the protection zone. Oh, perfect. It must be regular spiders. I think cave spiders would have easily have been able to get through there. Boy, that's just a game of whack-a-mole. Oops, okay, they can get through. Right. At least it's not cave spiders this time. I'm glad it's not. Last season, I had 7 cave spider spawners. I only used one of them, but I had 7 of those things, which really made it fun getting around. Okay, yeah. He saw me before the light came on. So, at the very least, I'll finally have a source of wool. Because that was my source of wool last season, was a big cave spider spawner. Actually, let me turn this thing off. Good. And now, whoo! Gunpowder, string. Good. Gunpowder, I'll never say no to. Wheat, melon. A golden apple. That could come in handy if I run into... What recipe unlocked with that? And that'll help me. Actually, should never say no to a chest either, considering how many of them I had to build today. Very well. Cave spiders. No, regular spider spawner. Yes. I don't want a cave spider spawner. Well, I guess I should plug that hole. And I think that takes care of this area, except for the eventual need to... Well, yeah. Still some spawnable areas. I don't think down in this cave anymore. But my battle against spawning mobs is going to be probably never ending. I went quite a bit over time, but I also got quite a bit done. I got my beacon activated. I have dealt with most of a dark area below my feet. I found a spider spawner, and I also managed to get this into some decent shape. Though, of course, I still need to get all of my items sorted. I'll do the sorting between episodes, and at the same time, I'm going to try to think of the best thing to do with that spider spawner. But I can assure you, it is in some way going to involve getting spider eyes and getting enough silk for wool. What I do then, we'll see in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Welstopia.